kindergarten, welcome to today's writing lesson. I thought we would do something creative, so I'm going to write about what I did on the weekend. Now I got a special package in the mail to make some different things using raffia. Now this is raffia and you might have seen it, it's like made from like straw bags and stuff. So in the package I got some raffia and I got a needle and I got like a link to Zoom, and I watched a video and I created a placemat or a coaster and a basket. So this is the basket, and then this is the coaster. So I'm just going to put this on the wall so you can see it, and hopefully if it falls up it will be okay. So there's my needle and there's my raffia. So I've already thought about what I was going to write about. So I've already drawn my picture, which is what good writers do. They think and talk about what they're going to draw. And now I'm going to be doing my message. Now, I'm going to say when I did it. So my first idea is, when did I make the basket and the coaster? So I did it on the weekend. So I'm going to make my story interesting rather than saying I made a basket and a coaster. I'm going to tell the audience when I did it. So I'm going to say, on the weekend, I made a small basket and coaster. So I'm going to start with capital letter because that's what good writers do. On the weekend. Now there's two parts, so if I clap it out, weekend. There's two parts to that word. So I'm going to focus on week and then I'm going to do end. So I'm going to stretch out week. Eek. Three sounds. Eek. Can you hear it? Eek. So I'm going to write it in. Eek. Now remember there was two parts to the word. Week, end. So I've done week, now I'm doing end. End. Can you hear the three sounds as well? End. Like elephant. Good. Now I've kind of lost track of what I'm writing, and that's okay. So we read back our message and check that it makes sense. On the weekend, I made. Now I'm going to stretch this one out and hear what I can write, what I can hear. Made. Three sounds again. Made. So I can hear it, which is an M. A-D. Now, A is saying its name. Now, I know that sometimes when a vowel says its name, which is A-E-I-O-U, they are being bossed around by bossy E, and the bossy E is going, A, say your name. So I'm going to put an E at the end because the E is telling the A to say his name. On the weekend, I made a. Now I'm going to make it interesting. I'm not just going to say I made a basket and a coaster. I'm going to say what size they are. So I'm going to say I made a small. Now I've already labelled my pictures, so I'm going to just use the words. So can you see basket and coaster here? So I made a small basket. And remember, we use this word at the beginning of the week. And coaster. And my idea is finished, so I'm going to end it with a full stop. Now I'm going to tell my audience what I used because I've shown you as well and I've drawn it. So to make it, I had to use a needle and the raffia, and it was lots of twisting and threading, and it was very time consuming. It took me all weekend to make. So I'm going to say I used a needle and raffia, but I'm going to make it a bit more interesting. I'm not just going to say raffia, I'm going to say colourful raffia because I had green, I had pink, and then I had this straw colour one. Okay, so capital letter because that's what good writers do. I used a needle, and I've also labelled needle here, so I'm going to just borrow that word. needle, and colourful. Raffia, which is here. Now I've run out of room, so can you see how I've got like a little bit of room here? I know that I've only got one word to go, but if you had more words to go, I could turn the paper over or I could go on to another page. You don't write up the side or back up the top. I'm just going to write it here. And my idea is done, so I've finished. All right. So I'm going to check that I've done all the things that a good writer does. Did I use capitals? Yes. Did I use punctuation to end my ideas? Yes. Did I leave spaces between my words? Yes. And when I lost track, I reread my message to check that it makes sense. And I'm going to do that one more time to make sure that it all goes together. On the weekend, I made a small basket and coaster. I used a needle and colourful raffia. Now, you can go make whatever you want in and around your home. I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you create. All right, see you next time.